So straight off the bat, this video is not going to teach you how to fix your iPhone screen. This is just a review to see if someone who's never fixed an iPhone screen before in their lives can do it without completely stuffing it up, and what I think of Ifixit and their products and their services and their guides online. Also, this is completely unsponsored. How's it, guys? If you look behind me, we've got a couple boxes. We've got a shoebox, which has nothing to do with this video, but on top of the shoebox, we've got two brown boxes that contain a kit for replacing an iPhone screen and an iPhone screen. Because I'm not sure about you guys, let me know what you think, but I personally think that this phone screen needs replacing. Basically, I took it to an Apple reseller authorized, and they wanted to charge us 250 euros to send it away and then get it fixed and whatever. Quite steep considering it's like a quarter of the price of a new one. So I went onto the internet and I went onto www.google.com, and on there I typed in iPhone 6 Plus replacement screen kit, and up came a website called iFixedit. Now, a friend of mine had actually used them before, and he said that it was manageable and that it was easy enough and, you know, good results. For all intents and purposes, he would recommend it. So I went on there, bought some replacement parts. I figured why not give it a bash, considering the kit and the screen cost 85 euros. So already I've saved myself 165 euros if it works, which hopefully it does. We are holding thumbs and fingers. It's almost 300% more than you should if you take it in to Apple, right? So it's costing a third. If what's stopping you replacing your screen is because it costs so much, like me, then why not give this a try? But just hang on, wait until the end of the video, and we'll see if A, I can do this correctly without stuffing the phone up, and B, if I would recommend it to you. Without further ado, although I have done quite a bit far, let's get into it. What's in the box? What comes when you order your package? What I really liked, and already makes me like the company, is that it came with a little packet of Haribo. Here we go. Here's the box. iFixit. Edge of the box. Pull tab to open. This should be satisfying. Do not disappoint, please. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. You got this. I like it. Motivation already. It reads a bit like a Star Wars intro. Toolkit contents, precision bit driver, pencil, repair is noble, iFixit, repair tools. Okay, so I'm guessing this will be the screen. You can fix it. We show you how. Find everything you need at ifixedit.com. It's probably worth mentioning that the specific part that I got was the iPhone 6 Plus display assembly. So what you're going to want to go do, find whichever phone or model or whatever you're fixing, find the right thing. So here I told you I'm doing iPhone 6 Plus display assembly replacement, and then it comes up with all the instructions. It tells you difficulty, moderate, steps 27, time required 1 to 2 hours, and then it goes through the steps. There's a video as well, which I didn't actually know. Yeah, so there's a video overview, so I'll watch that quickly, and then there's all the steps one by one. So I'll just be doing this slowly as we go along. Alright, so right off the bat, I can tell that they've made it look a lot easier on the video overview than I think it actually is, just because I've heard there's lots of adhesives and things in place. But I'm going to tell you guys exactly what we've got in this repair kit, because it's not really clear online. So here's the kit. This is what we've got. So this is your spudger. So he's the pokey guy or the flat-headed guy. Some angled tweezers. So these ones are nice. Thin nose tip, which is really good. A little suction cup that's supposed to help you take off the screen, but when your screen looks like that, I don't know if it's going to do much. Interchangeable screwdriver with all these things. This, which I'm guessing you used to sort of pry things open. So far, my friend's suggestion was pick up some of these sort of angled thin nose tweezers. So the fact that some have come with the thing, I think maybe they upped the kit since he obviously used it. So far, judging by what I've seen you do online, the kit looks sufficient. And this was only 5 euros extra. Okay, let's have a look at what comes in the screen display assembly. Oh, it just smells like technology. Anyone know what I'm talking about? iFixit, quality parts. Oh wow, okay. This is happening. There we go, there's the replacement screen. And there's sort of all the cable attachments that come from the top sensor, camera, earphone piece, proximity sensor, everything. Okay, first things first, let's get this screen off. Wow. So I'm gonna fiddle with this for a bit and try get the screen off. I think it's gonna take me a while, just because there's so much. I don't know if it was clear on the first shot, but there's so much broken glass. Pro tip, some Scotch tape, clear tape. Very useful to sort of pick out bits of glass if you need to pick them up without picking them up and getting them stuck in your fingers. So got some of this on hand, and I'll just use this if I need to sort of, you know, clean up a little bit. Another good reason to use the tape is because a lot of these screws only go into their specific hole. So what you can actually do is write a label on the sticky tape, put the screws on the sticky tape, and they won't go anywhere. You see? Just like this. Boom. Yeah, that's really not... Oh, oh, something's happening. Oh, have a look here. This has actually been fixed before by this company, South African company, WeFix. They've obviously done a good job, but I think having had it fixed before makes it easier. Okay, on to the next steps. I'll let you know how I go. I'll give you an update. There's some broken glass in here, which I'm just gonna clean out. So the one thing that I do really like is that on each of the steps they've listed like the screws, and they tell you which ones are the same, and they've color coded them, which actually makes it a lot easier if you don't have a good system. On step 10, that is the red screw, this is the orange screw. We're on step 13 here. There's 3 red screws, they're all the same, 1 yellow and 1 orange, so I can separate them like that, so I know exactly where each screw goes back without having to make my own system. I'm inside the phone, I'm just disassembling, well, removing this screen. It's going well so far. It's going well so far. I'll put an elapsed time just so you guys know how long this has taken. All right, success. Screen is completely removed. Oh, jeez. So I've done the complete disassembly, but now I need to do the reassembly, which involves replacing the home button. Let me flip this around and show you. This is tricky because of my unique situation. So I managed to get the home button out. As you can see, there's still like pieces of screen attached to it. This can pretty much be binned. I've got all the screws and components out, and it'll be just about reconnecting all these cables, basically, that'll go on there, and then you fold the screen back down. But so far, the things that I really enjoy and appreciate is the magnetization on this. These are really fine in terms of, I'm not sure if it'll show up, but yeah, you can see there, it's really a good edge, so it's good for getting under all these tiny little finicky things. So yeah, so far, pretty good. Now let's try put it back together. Okay, so the first real issue that I've just had now is the replacement screen. This cable, which reconnects the home button, wasn't actually secure in place. If you look at the one that is broken, you see how that cable is just kind of down. It's quite loosely down. Also, that looks like someone spilt on this. But that cable is in position, which is what alerted me to the fact that this cable that is now in position, because I've repositioned it, it was loose. It was sticking out, flapping out over here, and this little, you can see the shape of, that's where the home button's supposed to go in, and if that cable wasn't going to connect properly, it was definitely going to give issues. So the fact that I had to redo that myself, if I didn't maybe notice that, and I was just some ignorant, I believe might be the right term, person who was just kind of going through the motions, that could have easily later down the line would have caused a proper issue or something. So check your replacement parts, because it might not be exactly like your previous part. Let's find out if this bad boy turns back on. Let's see. Oh, that looks promising. Well, that looks very promising. This looks all right from my perspective as a human being with eyes, but obviously the camera is not picking it up in a certain way. It could be because they use polarized glass in these replacement screens, but this is looking good. Okay, I'm going to seal this up, and then that looks very promising. All right, that is the phone reassembly complete. If I drop this now, that is done. That is, I replaced it. The reassembly itself took me a full hour, just because I'm very finicky and I wasn't sure about some of the cables, and in terms of how hard you're supposed to push to make sure it's connected, but I haven't fully tested all the features because I need to get the password from Sav. So far, I would be happy and confident in saying that the iFixedit experience is worth it. If it's 2 hours, I saved myself 165 euros. I will keep you updated on how well the phone works, if it's, you know, like exactly the same functionality as before. Yeah, so I'll keep you updated in the vlogs as to how the phone performs. If you guys came just for this video and you don't know, I'm actually normally a daily sort of ish travel vlogger, whatever. Hard to explain really. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If I help one person save 165 euros, there you go. Great. That's what this video is about. So if you are new here, feel free to subscribe if you want to see some other stuff. I would love to do more stuff like this, but I don't have anything else that really needs fixing at the moment. Otherwise, feel free to check out some of my other videos. I'll pop one up or a playlist or something. And I'll check you guys soon for another Slice of Matt.